Oh, what's up everybody? Welcome to my show. Today we're going to be talking about one of the most incredible scuba dives on the entire planet, the Manta Ray Night Dive in Kona. Let's go. Today I'll take you through my experiences diving with these magnificent animals in Kona, Hawaii. We'll talk about the two best places to do the Manta Ray Night Dive, Manta Heaven and Manta Village. So why is the Kona Manta Ray Night Dive such an incredible experience? Picture this. You're sitting on the sandy seafloor in the darkness, the moon shining from overhead. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a giant manta ray swoops down in front of you, doing barrel rolls only inches from your face. There's a reason this dive is on so many divers' bucket lists, because it's truly one of the best diving experiences on the planet. Let's start with the spots. First up is Manta Village, located in Ke'oho Bay, just off the Sheraton Hotel. This is the original spot for the Manta Ray Night Dive and is still legendary. Next is Manta Heaven. This spot tends to attract more mantas, especially on nights where there's lots of plankton. It's in a little bit deeper water and is probably the most popular spot to see the manta rays on Kona. So what's the difference between the two locations? Manta Village is a little bit closer to shore and a little shallower, so it's a little easier to access for snorkeling and for shallow dives. But if you want to see tons of mantas, you probably want to hit Manta Heaven. It's a little bit deeper, but worth it. Either way, you're in for a truly jaw-dropping, spectacular, mind-blowing night dive experience. You might be wondering why all these manta rays show up to dive with these divers. It's because of their food. The dive operators put really bright lights on the bottom of the seafloor, which draws in the plankton. This plankton then draws in the manta rays. The manta rays come to feed in swarms on this delicious, nutritious plankton. Mantas are filter feeders, so they swim in graceful loops, barrel rolling down and gobbling up as much of this delicious plankton as they can. You can see the mantas both on snorkel or on scuba. I've done both. There's benefits to both of them. However, if you can do scuba, it's probably better. My experience doing it on snorkel wasn't exactly the best. We went to Garden Eel Cove. We went on a night with pretty big waves. So big that a lot of people on the boat were showing everybody the dinner that they ate earlier. It only got worse when we got in the water. People were literally puking on each other. Not my favorite scene. Dive masters were swimming around, grabbing people, pushing them away from other people so they wouldn't puke on them. Now that was a fluke. It's usually not like that. But if it is a night with big weather, consider waiting for another time. Seeing the manta rays on snorkel is a great way to do it if you're not a diver or if you want to bring your kids. This option is available to all ages, all skill types, so if that's where you fit, then it's definitely worth it to see them on snorkel. If you are a diver, you'll be sitting on the seafloor in a big circle waiting for the manta rays. When the manta rays come, they'll swoop down inches from you, gobbling up this plankton. It's incredible. If you love being up close and personal with the manta rays, this is the way to go. Here's a couple fun facts about manta rays. Manta rays do not have stingers. You won't get Steve Irwined by a manta ray. They're completely harmless. They can live up to 50 years. And locals on this island can identify the different mantas by sight alone. Manta rays have unique patterns on their stomachs, so it becomes fairly easy to identify individuals once you spend a lot of time with them. Some of the manta rays here even have names. You might see Lefty or Big Bertha, or maybe you'll see Hector. I made up that last one, but Lefty and Big Bertha are for real. What else can you see on these night dives? Well, Garden Eel Cove, as the name implies, has fields of garden eels, or does it have gardens of garden eels? It's got a lot of garden eels. These cute little eels can be seen poking their heads out all over the place. Also, at nighttime, eels usually come out to feed, so chances of seeing other kinds of moray eels are really high. There's a lot of really cool moray eels in Hawaii. You might also see sea turtles, octopus, maybe even an occasional dolphin. When I was going, we were lucky enough to see a monk seal. I don't think it's common to see monk seals on these dives, but it was super cool to have one show up, holler at us, say what up, and bounce out. I was like, peace out, homie. Come back again. Holler at me. So keep your eyes peeled for lots of other cool critters on these dives. Manta rays, unfortunately, are endangered, and they play a very critical role in the ocean ecosystem. They regulate plankton levels, and because they travel vast distances, they help spread biodiversity, and they're really important for the oceans. So keep that in mind. Make sure that you're really respectful and you don't make things worse for these mantas. Manta rays worldwide face overfishing, habitat loss, and even effects of climate change. So it's really important that we do all we can to help preserve these incredible animals. There are many organizations in Hawaii that focus on preserving the manta rays. Make sure you check them out and support their conservation efforts. So if you're looking for a once-in-a-lifetime dive adventure, don't miss the manta ray night dives. Whether you're diving in Manta Heaven or Manta Village, you're gonna have a great time and get up close to these beautiful animals. These dives aren't just a scuba dive. They're an incredible wildlife experience that you'll never forget. Thanks for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. If you've done the manta ray night dive before, let me know in the comments. Or if you wanna go and have some questions, holler at me. Ask me anything you want. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing and sharing these videos. It means a lot. I'm really trying to give back to the oceans by sharing all of this knowledge, spreading awareness, and sharing the beauty of our underwater world with as many people as I can. So thank you so much for your support, and peace!